up, everyone? I'm Rafimo Otaku, and I'm here to review episode 7 of Nisekoi Season 2. So, we got our little sister complex added to the harem, because you can't have a harem without a little sister. Everyone knows that. So, I guess we can't do the hashtag Team Onodera anymore, since there are now 2 Onoderas, so hashtag Team Kosaki or hashtag Team Haru, which of course, no one's gonna vote for Haru. It's still between Chitsuke and Onodera, Kosaki. I'm not gonna call her Kosaki, I'm gonna go with Onodera. Anyway, on with this review. So, with this episode, Onodera's little sister Haru comes, and she used to go to an all-girls school, so she's kind of nervous about boys and everything like that. And she passed out when a couple of pervs or, roughhousers came over to her and was all like, hey, you want to have a good time? And she's like, oh my gosh, I'm a damsel in distress. I think I'm going to faint. Oh no. Because, that's how these kinds of shows work. Whatever. So Raku comes, saves the day. It was really his Yakuza who saved the day, but whatever. And, so now, Raku is Haru's prince, but she later finds that turns out Raku has a bunch of rumors spreading around about him, and Haru heard about this guy named Raku Ichijo, who happens to be quite the playboy, even though he already has a girlfriend, and so, misunderstandings, because, that's what the show does. I just realized? I find it very funny that we have My Love Story, aka Ore Monogatari, and Nisekoi coming out at the same time, during the same season. We have one show that breaks all these cliches, and then the other show that just piles on cliches after cliches. It's like, whoa, who decided to air these two at the same time? Whatever, that's very interesting. Anyway, misunderstandings under misunderstandings with the pantsuit shots. Goodness, what was with this episode? Because Nisekoi, I like Nisekoi for not only its characters, but it happens to be one of the very few harems that is not an ecchi. But this episode happened to be filled with that, and I was all like, oh. Especially with Onodera in the bathtub, I was like, oh my gosh, no, wait, Onodera is such a sweet girl, I don't want to see her in the tub, no! I was flipping out, I was like, oh my gosh, not Onodera! So, that was, that happened. Alright, oh yeah, and Haru has the lock. Oh gosh. Oh. Next week's episode, he's probably gonna get the lock. She's gonna be like, what? You're my prince-sama? And, yeah. Basically it, That's basically all the show is. You just list all the stereotypes and the cliches, and that's your weekly dose of Nisekoi. Nothing else to say. Catch me later as I review Food Wars Shokugeki no Soma, Episode 8. I'm Rafimo Otaku, sayonara.